tense. 3 new chapters filled with menace, surprises, romance, death-defying action, astonishing adventures into the unknown. And just when all looks hopeless against impossible odds, the thrill of the rescue. Cliffhangers, bringing you tonight Chapter 5 of Stop Susan Williams, Chapter 6 of The Secret Empire, and Chapter 9 of The Curse of Dracula. All 3 tonight on Cliffhangers.
To live beyond their years, to be immortal. This is the gift that I will share with Mary after I have bitten her twice more. But danger lurks. Never have I known emotion as bitter as the jealousy Antoinette harbors for Mary. It seems greater even than the loathing that drives Van Helsing to seek and defile the few remaining coffins with my native soil. Tonight, Antoinette allowed her emotions to carry her too far. When you fully comprehend the gift that only I can give, I will be waiting.
She wants to destroy you. She must die.
I have already chosen her fate. And death plays no part in it tonight.
She will never love you as I do. She isn't worthy of your gift of immortality. I'm the only one who knows how to please you. You look pale, my darling. I want to be yours completely. Deliver me into darkness tonight for eternity.
You speak of eternity as if it were some extended garden party. To be together forever, to live, to love, to partake. The path to immortality is fraught with clever foes like Van Helsing, men who devote themselves to our destruction. You are young, Antoinette. Possibly with time you will earn back the trust that your little escapade has cost you tonight. But only then will I take you back. Perhaps.
How would you like to be alive 100 years from now? As young and vital as you are at this moment, 200 years from now. Immortality, like the eternal sea. Think of it. Strabo. You are partially mine already.
No, I got away.
I let you go, but not before I placed my mark upon you. You are partially mine already. When you fully comprehend the gift that only I can give, I will be waiting.
You fancy desecrating graves now, do you? Oh, that's disgusting, that is.
Listen, Mr. Murphy, I know this looks pretty strange, but there is an explanation.
Hold it. Another step and you'll be peeling your belly off that wall behind you.
Well, listen, my great-great-great-grandfather had a jeweled cross that they say was blessed by Cardinal Richelieu, see? And it was supposed to have healing powers.
What's that got to do with the price of tea in Dublin?
My grandmother is very sick, and she believes that the only thing that can save her is that cross, which was in Europe until last week.
So?
So, my uncle doesn't trust the mails, so he shipped the cross to a coffin maker friend of his in Dubuque. Put it right in with a crate of bronze coffin handles. See, my uncle manufactures...
This story smells as foul as a fisherman's fingertips.
This coffin maker hid it where he was sure no one would look. Inside one of his coffins. But there was a mix-up, and somehow the coffin got accidentally shipped here.
Do I look daft enough to believe a bandage and chewing gum story like that?
Well, you think it'd make up a story like that?
Yes.
Well, maybe I can prove it to you.
Well, now, that'll clip a few feet off the tall tale you were telling me. But be quick about your business, and check with me on the way out. I don't want you sneaking by me with one of these coffins on your back either.
Van Helsing, it seems that we convene our last meeting. What a pity. You were an admirable opponent. For Van Helsing, this time I am the cat, and you are the mouse. Now you know what it feels like. Your grandfather stalked me like a cat for years, always one step behind me with a wooden stake, ready to plunge into my heart. It was his persecution that drove me from my homeland. And now you follow his lead like a hangman's apprentice. You may not believe this, Van Helsing, but I do not enjoy taking your life. It is something you forced me to do. You have written your own fate.
You scum!
Your perspective is as small as your lifespan. I have lived 512 years, my friend, and they have been full years, rich in culture, experience. Your life compares to mine like a grain of sand to a beach.
You have no life. You know only death.
Death? Death is something I will never know. That unpleasant privilege is reserved for mortal men, as you shall discover soon enough. Anyway, I am almost going to miss you, Van Helsing. You have added a touch of intrigue to this era of my life, like a good chess match.
Eternity can drag on so without a good challenge from time to time.
Mary!
Mary has arrived just in time.
Mary! Get out of here!
Mary? Come join us.
No! Mary! Don't come up here! Mary! Stay away! Mary! No! No, Mary!
Oh, my God.
Stand where you are.
Mary! The cross!
Be still.
Mary!
It must hurt Van Helsing to know that she will watch you die without lifting a finger to help you. Mary, come here.
Will Kurt plunge to a death of impalement? Has Mary been seduced into the world of the undead? Will Antoinette's jealousy, now fueled by humiliation, lead to another attempt on Mary's life? For the answers to these and other questions, don't miss Sepulchre of the Undead, the next exciting chapter of The Curse of Dracula. For this week's chapter of The Secret Empire, following immediately. For the next thrilling chapter of The Secret Empire, portions of which are in beautiful black and white. Following his discovery of the secret empire, Marshal Jim Donner finds himself the target of never-ending peril. Surviving a freezing blast from the neutronic laser, Donner escaped only to be attacked by the demon Taz. Rescued by Maya, we see the Taz as a loyal, loving creature and a valuable ally of the partisans. Unaware of the preparations being made by miner Jesse Keller in his plan to ship the largest cache of gold in the history of Wyoming, Jim Donner joins the partisans in an attempt to thwart the evil Emperor Thorvald's scheme to enslave not only the people of Chimera, but the people of Wyoming as well. Unarmed and outnumbered, they move in the first step to deprive Thorvald of the precious metal he requires for the execution of his plan. But they are discovered by the dreaded Shadow Guards. In an attempt to save the others, Marshal Donner falls captive to the warriors and is taken before Thorvald for interrogation. Although subjected to insidious torture, Donner reveals nothing of the partisans' plans or the mysterious amulets which shield them from the mind-bending power of Thorvald's Compliatron. Jim's reward is a sentence of execution at the hands of Chief Yannick in the pit.
Yannick, torture him, yes, but keep him alive. If he is as valuable as you think, we should use him to put the partisans out.
He means something to you.
Of course not.
Then he dies. They have a secret to neutralize the Compliatron. What is it?
Neutralize? Is that anything like Brown Eyes?
You do not amuse me.
It's not a lot of fun for me either.
There are fearful creatures deep below. We try never to see them.
Don't forget the net. Yannick must like one of us.
He will send guards.
Some other time.
You need have no fear. I will tell him you saved me.
That's one bet I wouldn't cover. Careful. Watch your step.
Wait! How do you know which way to go?
I don't, but we're going to try upstream first.
But this is needless.
Move it, lady. We got to get out of here.
I am running as fast as I can. Stop! Do you not believe I will stand for you?
Oh, I know what you stand for, all right. Stealing gold. Treating people like cattle. Oh, you're full of surprises. But you're still on the wrong side of the law.
Don't be foolish. We are the law. We are the only law. Join us. You could have real power.
And from what I've seen, I'd rather have justice. Come on, ma'am. I'm in a hurry.
That's Thorvald's daughter. Follow me.
Don't you run off and get yourself lost. I plan to head back to town in 1 hour.
I'm just going over that hill over there.
Oh, the mountain that swallowed the marshal, right?
It's true. If you'd post some men up there, you'd see.
I swear, kid, you talk like someone who's been kicked in the head by a mule. Howdy, Jake. Get that Gatling checked out?
Yep. It's like 100 Winchesters.
Well, it should be. War surplus, and it still costs me a fortune.
Boss, Anderson's mine's got 2,000 ounces coming in later today.
Well, now, he's the last one, and he didn't even have but one look at this rig. The other mine owners, they know it's the only hope for them to get their gold through, and I plan to use that to my advantage.
Those Phantom Riders are going to be hard to stop.
Oh, really? Jake, why don't you show Andy here what we've got in store for these hard cases?
Yep.
Satisfied?
Stop those thieving critters. And that gun is an army. I hate to hear that guy mad at me. That was something to me. I never seen it. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Never saw it. Somebody hit up that car. I never seen it. I wasn't here. I wouldn't believe it.
How deep is this?
If you ever find out, it will not matter.
What do the beasts live on?
Thorvald's displeasure.
I would hate to draw this watch all the time.
Smell alone can destroy you.
The other levels are sealed. They must be here.
Search every tunnel. You, come with me.
But my father will be kind to you. He will be wealthy, powerful. We could be friends. You and I.
My horse might get jealous.
Follow me. There. Come on, come on. Quickly, quickly.
This way, quickly.
That thing that brought me down here. Which way is it?
The elevator. Even if I knew, I would not
Look
see.
everywhere.
Hurry up, in here. Sound, you understand?
We must find the surface dweller. They will not get away.
snake.
Much obliged.
Well, Princess, how delighted we are that you've seen fit to join us.
You will never succeed.
Perhaps. But you will not take any pleasure if we fail.
You're not gonna kill her, are you?
Why not? She and her father have betrayed our people.
All tunnels are being searched.
And Yarnock?
To the surface. We have reports of unusual activity at the Keller mine.
I want to see for myself.
Touch the Visiling transmitter. Notify the chamber. Closer.
Enough gold there to power the Compliatron and begin our plan to dominate the surface.
Let them finish their work. Then we will intercept the gold.
Secure the Visiling transmitter.
Work detail. Report to the common room immediately. Work detail, report to the common room.
There is no sign of them, Emperor.
They cannot have escaped. They must be somewhere below.
Search the entire service level. Alert auxiliary units. Mosaic must find them. And I want a Visilink placed near the elevator. No more shall enter.
There are now openings for Shadow Guard training. Openings for Shadow Guard training.
Our safety is of primary importance. But Donner Jim understands our need for the gold now.
Do not be anxious. He will not escape. Soon we will have all the gold we need to energize the new Compliatron and rule those who live above. But of course, the return of your daughter is of the utmost priority.
Hey! The Phantom Riders! They're up there ahead of you!
with certain destruction at the hands of the underground Phantom Riders? Will the next raid supply the evil Thorvald with enough gold to enslave those on the surface? How can Marshal Jim Donner save his people from this wicked plan? Don't miss the next riveting chapter of The Secret Empire, Chapter 7, Attack of the Phantom Riders. Now, stay tuned for this week's chapter of Stop Susan Williams, following immediately. International intrigue behind her brother's murder, photographer Susan Williams has been stranded on foot in the African bush and is being stalked by hired killers.
Is it Miss Williams? Of course.
I have the answer to our problem.
What is that?
Over there, see?
Ah, yes.
Use your rifle to drive her in that direction. I'll take care of the rest. And be sure to miss her when you shoot.
Your death must appear accidental.
Yes. And it will.
So to speak.
Well, if they don't clear up their act, they're never going to make this circus.
You are under arrest.
For insulting elephants?
No, for shooting at them.
Well, they never arrested Stuart Granger.
Well, he never ran into a man like me, you see. Now, I will have to take you into Nairobi.
Oh, terrific. I got to get to New York right away.
The penalty for shooting at protected elephants is 2 to 4 years.
Well, before or after plea bargaining?
Bobby, it's Susan. I'm home. I know I'm onto something really big. Bobby, listen to me. This is important. Bobby, I've been chased all over Africa, and then I was arrested for poaching.
That's outrageous.
When they realized I didn't have a gun, they finally let me go.
I don't care.
Thanks a lot.
That wasn't to you, Susan.
Say hi for me.
Bobby, this is definitely second section.
Fine, fine. You got that, Danny?
I hate to bother you with trivialities when you're so busy, Bobby. Oh, little things like international conspiracy. Where is she?
She okay? She's here. She's okay. Listen, kid, get right over here. I want to hear what you've got.
Well, later. First, I've got to get over to this Parnassus Import Company. I've got to talk to someone there.
Wait a minute. You can't go there. There was an explosion there yesterday.
That's terrific. Terrific? I mean, it has to have something to do with the plot.
Bobby, this wedding announcement is much too long. Now, we need that space for advertising.
What did you say, Susan?
I said the Chamberlain mentioned this Parnassus Import Company as part of the plot. I've got to get over there right away.
Mr. Richards, could you just okay the sports section? They're waiting.
Quiet. Did you find out what's going on, Susan? Susan!
What's she doing now?
Sweet cakes. I almost missed you for all the other rubble in here.
What are you doing here?
I was just curious to see who visits bombed-out buildings. I would have been here earlier, but the cops just took down the barricades.
You just got here?
Well, I was here yesterday, but someone threw me out. Actually, it was some guy in a black trench coat, and what he did was blow me out. Well, don't worry about me, funny face. I'm all right. But I was lucky I wasn't hurt.
Yeah. Luckier than your friend, Chamberlain, I guess.
What do you mean?
I know you and he arranged for a shipment to come in here. And this. The late Mr. Chamberlain. I took that right after I saw the two of you together.
Wait a minute, I wouldn't kill him. He owed me money.
Oh. What is this, all a part of the plot, Jack?
Look, I'm lousy on plots. Strictly a non-fiction man.
I didn't know they wrote non-fiction comic books.
You received a memo on David at Cloverleaf 7? Good. You got 12 days to prepare. Very good.
dead at your service.
I certainly hope you're more successful than our African operatives. I can infiltrate the Kremlin, but I can't get rid of a novice newspaper reporter.
Well, you should have called us first. We're success-oriented guys.
You have Miss Williams' address. You'll meet a person there, wearing a black trench coat. Make sure you'll follow instructions absolutely.
We're perfectly capable of coping on our own.
I will not tolerate any more mistakes. We've got more important things to worry about than Susan Williams.
Did I? You just knocked me over.
Where'd he go?
He went in there.
That's my basement. Come on.
What's this all about, Susan?
It's all part of the conspiracy now. We've got to catch him.
Well, who is he anyway?
He's the guy that pushed me out of my window.
Well, let's call the police. Susan, will you listen to me?
Shh, Bobby, be quiet. Died for.
Okay, kid. I understand. Come on. I'll ride up with you.
happen on May 15th? Why does this international figure have a man of his own planted in the Kremlin? Who is David? And what is Cloverleaf 7? Some of the answers lie in Chapter 6, The Watery Grave, the next terrifying chapter of Stop Susan Williams.
A special Dracula 79. Unlike any Dracula you've ever seen, the pursuer of the night finds himself pursued by a beautiful woman. For Mary and Kurt have sworn to avenge her mother's death. But can they triumph? Or will Mary too fall prey to Dracula's irresistible spell and join his army of the undead? A special Dracula 79, right before BJ and the Bear, Saturday on NBC.
Tomorrow night, follow the camera through the plains of East Africa for wildlife hunting and survival on Killers of the Plains, narrated by Michael Landon. Then see the conclusion of Studs Lonigan, an NBC novel for television. The chaos of the Great Depression leads to emotional crisis for the Lonigan family, leaving Studs unable to marry, both tomorrow. Next, watch your favorite superstars dare super stunts on Super Stunt 2 with Burt.